What's going on, y'all? I'm so freaking excited to bring out this video because I feel like this video is going to add so much freaking value for you guys, man. This method transformed my life. It took me 11 long years to come up with this method, but I condensed it down into a 6-month program known as the lock-in method. Broken down into 2 different phases that transforms your mind, which in turn transform your body, which in turn transform your entire life, man. And I'm so excited that I can bring it to y'all. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys, to roll right into it, this is how to go from lacking self-confidence and accountability in the gym to being a self-disciplined beast in 180 days or less. I know it's a mouthful, but I can assure you that this is a foolproof method that is going to transform your mind, your body, and your life. And this transformation is going to happen without having to worry about falling back into the same mentality of the self-doubt, not having the confidence in yourself that you can do this and you can achieve what you really want to achieve. And this is also without having to worry about gaining the weight back through these crash diets, through these fad diets of keto, all these extreme levels of fasting, anything like that, which does help you lose weight. I don't know if for anybody that's even tried any of those type of diets, it does help you lose weight, but it's just not sustainable. We're going to build sustainability with this diet and with this lifestyle. And on top of that, you don't have to give up your favorite beers or your favorite cocktails on the weekends. And in this video, I'm going to explain exactly why you don't have to give those things up. So before we get into that, my name is Jaquan Johnson. I'm going to show y'all how I transform my mind and my body into something that I never thought I could achieve. And this method took me 11 long years, guys, but I've condensed this down into where it only takes 6 months. It took me a very long time to be able to transform my mind and my body to the way I wanted it to and to where I can think how I think right now. So I'm going to show you what I used to look like before and what I look like now. So this is the journey, right? On the left, this is me when I was 15, 180 pounds. I didn't have any self-confidence. I wasn't comfortable in my body. I used to walk in the room. I used to walk with my head down. I just didn't have any self-confidence. Now, this is a 10-year difference from when I was 15 compared to when I'm 25 right now. 15, I was 180 pounds. I'm 25 now, I'm 220 pounds. It's took me This transformation took me 10 long years. But I've condensed this down to where you can do these same transformations in 6 months, guys. It will only take y'all 6 months to pull off incredible results and transform your mind and your body to be what you always envision yourself being. This 6-month method is going to give you all the tools we need to succeed and become that person you've always wanted to become. If you want to lose 15 plus pounds of fat while building muscle to become lean without relying on these fad crash diets I talked about earlier, such as keto, extreme fasting, then this method is for you. If you've struggled with accountability, I've been there. I understand. If you've struggled with accountability to go to the gym consistently, to follow a nutrition diet, to get the proper amount of sleep, this method is for you. Trust me, I've been there. I understand. I can help you gain that accountability if you're ready to really change. If you are sick and tired of being up and down with your fitness journey, where you've done those 2-3 months in the gym or that month and a half in the gym and you were killing it, but then something happened and you just fell off the tracks. If you are trying to make sure that this time is the last time that you fall off the tracks, and no matter what happens, you are going to commit and you're going to do everything in your power to make yourself better, this is for you. These are for people that have already established themselves and had great accomplishments in their professional life. Because if you've had those same accomplishments, then it's going to be so easy for you to apply to exactly what you learned to achieve what you've achieved in your career, and the success you've had in your career is going to be so easy to achieve that in fitness. You're already busy at work. If you've had success at work, but have all these other factors outside of work that influence you to not just have the time to get into the gym, this is for you. Now, let me tell you who this is not for. This is for people that are not willing to leave the ego at the door. Guys, we got to understand something. You are about to transform your entire life. Through whatever means of what you have tried up to this point, it has brought you here to where you are ready to make the commitment to transform your mind, your body, and your life. But you have to leave your ego at the door. I will not say anything to you that is meaning to hurt you. Anything I say is meant to do nothing but help you, and it's out of love. And I want to see you all win, but I'm going to be hard on you because I want to see you change. I know that person you can be. You know the person you can be, and it's my responsibility to get you there. And in order for me to get you there, you got to leave your ego at the door and be willing to listen to what I have to say in order to get you there. If you're looking for this to be quick and easy, then this is not for you. This is going to be hard. It's not complicated. My methods are not complicated, but it is difficult. In order to do something that you have never done before, you have to be willing to do what you haven't done in the past. You got to be willing to put in work. You have to be willing to grind it out. Even on the days that you don't feel like, you got to be willing to grind it out. This transformation is a grind. The results will come, and they will come quickly, but you got to be willing to grind it out on those days that you don't feel like doing it. That's a part of this. And it's my and if you're looking for just a quick and easy fix or a quick fix, this is not for you. You're not willing to work hard. As I continue to double down on, you are going to have to work during this program, guys. It is not an easy program. It is meant to push you and make you realize that you are so much stronger than what you ever thought you could be. But it's going to be hard. And it's meant to do that so you can prove to yourself that you can do something that's hard. Prove to yourself that you can stick to something that's hard and you can come out a better person than what you were when you came in. So, but if you're not willing to put that work in, this is not for you. You can't commit to 5 hours a week in the gym to better your health. This is not for you. Guys, I understand. We're all busy, both personally, professionally. We all come from different backgrounds. Some of you guys are mothers, some of you guys are fathers, husbands, wives. I get it. We all have so much going on in life, and it's hard to commit a certain amount of hours in the gym daily. But if you can't give me 5 hours a week in the gym, then this is not for you. You got to understand, this 5 hours is going to be spent bettering your own health, making sure that you better, to make you more self-confident, to give you the confidence to be able to walk into those rooms differently, and your coworkers and your family and your friends are looking at you and seeing you in a whole different light they didn't see you in before. You got to be willing to give me 5 hours a week in the gym. If you can't do that, then this is not for you. You're not ready to prove yourself. You have to be ready to prove to yourself that you are about to become the person you have always wanted to be. If you're not willing to look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm about to change and transform my life, then this is not for you. When you do this method, you're going to look back in 6 months and you're not going to believe the person that you used to be, because you're going to be a completely different person. But if you're not ready to prove yourself that you can do that, this is not for you. The truth about self-discipline and accountability in the gym to trigger real weight loss and get real results is that you already have it, guys. You already have it. You've already been successful in your lives with your professional careers. You've already proven that you can do something that's hard. Success is hard no matter what way you slice it, in any avenue, whether you're a successful parent, a successful husband, a successful wife, a successful businessman, a successful CEO, a successful military member. Whatever major accomplishments you all have had in your lives, that required a level of discipline and accountability in order to achieve. So we're just taking that same accountability and discipline you already have from achieving what you already achieved in your life and applying it to fitness. through proper nutrition, quality training, and the belief and support that I will help, that I will provide you, and you will have a community around to provide you. And you don't have to watch 1,000 different motivational videos or all these different crazy workouts and follow these crazy diet plans to keep weight off. Most people have this crazy, if you have to do all these crazy things to lose weight. You don't have to do a bunch of crazy stuff to lose weight. You just have to stay consistent in the plan and just follow the plan, and you will be successful. It's no different than, again, I'm gonna continue to hammer on this, guys. It is nothing different than the accomplishments and the accolades that you have had in your life outside of the gym. Whatever professional accomplishments you had, whatever personal accomplishments you had, they all took a level of self-sacrifice and discipline and accountability in yourself to achieve those things. We're going to take that same level of commitment and apply it to fitness. And it's going to do nothing but it's going to transcend your mind and your body to a completely new life and a completely new you. And what's crazy is, again, most people, man or woman, already have this. They just don't have the proper outlook on these three things: the right mindset, nor do they understand how to adopt the mindset that you have to be willing to do what you have not done before in order to achieve something you never have. Guys, to put it simply, think about any major accomplishment that you are so proud of that you have done. You didn't achieve that, whatever that thing is in your head, you didn't achieve that through just messing around. You didn't achieve that through taking the easy way to get there. You didn't get that through cheating yourself to get what you wanted. You had to work for it. You had to put in pain for it. You had to grind it out in order to achieve it. And you did it. This is no different. I promise this is no different than that. It's just taking what you learned and taking what you already have and manifesting that into fitness and nutrition and recovery. That's all it is. But if you're watching this or if you're reading this, you're already on the right track into stopping yourself from making simple, avoidable mistakes. Most people spend years making those same mistakes that they'll never be able to rebound from. But the fact you're already watching this or you're reading this means you're on the right track to changing that mindset and having the right mindset. You have to protect yourself from these three things: saying that you're too busy, saying that you're afraid it won't work for you. And for me, the most important one of these things is I can't do it. That's one thing I don't believe in. I do not believe in I can't. Most of the battle is in your own head. Getting in shape is a lot less physical and more so mental. You got to believe that you can do it. You have to have this sense of self-pride and this sense of this drive that no matter the circumstance, I'm going to get up and do it because this is going to make me a better person. And it's going to make the people around me feel better because then you have more energy around those people. And you got to understand that there is no I can't. Because you are here, you are sick of saying I can't. And this is the day, this is the time, whatever time you're watching this video, you're reading this is the time for you to stop saying I can't. Throw I can't out the door. Throw I'm too busy out the door. But I'm afraid it won't work for me. Throw all of that out the door. You have to get rid of these phrases completely out of your vocabulary. Because this is the time to change. The truth is, this method will give you every single resource to transform your mentality, become self-disciplined, and develop accountability in the gym while not negatively affecting your life outside of the gym. It's only going to do nothing but breed positivity in your life outside of the gym. If you want to be that man or woman, we're going to break down exactly how we're going to do that. We're going to navigate issues. You're going to see real results. You're going to lose weight and build muscle. And you're going to keep your lifestyle. Okay, so let's start with the first. Navigate the issues. So to this point within your fitness journey, you've probably ran into some issues of accountability, of staying disciplined, of staying consistent. And we're going to navigate through that. You all may have not had anybody there in your corner to hold you accountable at all times and make sure you're staying the course at all times. I'm going to be that person for you. I really truly want you all to have amazing results. And I want you all to be able to transform your lives, have more energy, be able to run around more, be able to do all the things, be able to physically do all the things you also want to do. Also having that, walking around with that newfound confidence. You're going to see real results. You're going to see how I help my clients and my people that have done this method lose the weight, as well as you're going to see how I did it myself. And I built muscle. I packed on muscle, look like how I look like right now. You're also going to see how to properly and sustainably lose 15 plus pounds in 180 days or less while building lean muscle. This is not you losing just 15 pounds, because you could lose 15 pounds and you're losing fat and muscle. We don't want to do that. We want to lose the fat and also build muscle on top of it and make sure that this weight loss is sustainable, not you losing 10 pounds over the course of a week and a half and then you have 2 cheat meals and you gain it all back. No, we want sustainable weight loss that stays off of you. And we want you to make sure you keep your lifestyle, guys. Like we want to make sure that you'll be able to eat your favorite foods, be able to drink your favorite drinks, spending no more than 5 hours in the gym a week. We're going to a real background of how I got to this point. So from the time I was in school, I was a pretty good performer in academics. I made pretty good grades, usually towards the top of my class, but I lacked an extreme amount of self-confidence. I was small, I was skinny, I was quiet, kind of what I alluded to earlier. And I began lifting weights because I wanted to change. I didn't want to always be that small, quiet kid that had zero confidence when you walk into the room. I always had his head down when you walk into the room. I wanted to change, and I wanted to be a better version of myself. I wanted to be better. I wanted to make myself better. So I joined the Air Force, went to basic training, went to the school to learn my job. After I spent 3 months learning my job is when I went to my first duty station in Spangdahlem, Germany. You took this 17, 18-year-old kid and you put him 6,000 miles away from all his friends and family, and you put him in a foreign country. And it was the best thing that could have ever happened to me, guys, because I met people that taught me how to be accountable. Granted, I learned that in basic training, but I didn't understand that. I didn't understand how to connect the dots to that when it came to fitness. So when I got to my first base, I met this solid group of gym bros. Like we were working out every single day together, and it was hard. It was some of the hardest training I've ever done. But it was so rewarding because they held me accountable. They always would push me, but when they pushed me, I knew they were doing it out of love. Even though a lot of those days were hard and a lot of those days were long and I was sore, those days of consistently training with those guys, it built my confidence in myself for me to now understand I can do what's hard. I can do it. I come in every day and it's hard, but I'm still doing it and I'm still here. That accountability that they held for me, and they also held it for me in nutrition. we used to have this group chat between me and my friends, and every single meal that we ate, we sent each other. We literally would send each other breakfast, lunch, dinner, any snacks. We would literally send each other all of our meals. And that's how I learned the accountability when it came to nutrition as well, because we were holding each other accountable to the same standard. There was no hiding. If you didn't post your meals, you were getting called out. Hey, where's your meal? Or why you haven't posted your meal? And it wasn't out of malice. The point was to say, I love you. I want to see your results. I want to see you continue to do better. What are you doing for your nutrition? Because nutrition is going to do nothing but help and benefit and make this transition go faster. A big part of fitness is also nutrition. It's not just the gym. And they held me to the same standard they held me in the gym. They held me to the same standard when it came to nutrition. When I got to this base, I went up having some professional success too. And they would tell me like the same things of the same drive that you have when it comes to where you work at, it's the same drive you gotta have in here. And if you can connect that and have the same drive here that you have at work, you're gonna begin to transform your mind so much. And that's what ended up happening. I ended up finding it took me so long to connect these dots. When I finally connected those dots, my life completely changed. And my outlook on life completely changed. I brought in what's called the lock-in method, and I transformed my life. The same thing that did for me, I wanted to do this for other people. Like, I reflect on this a lot. I reflect on the person that I used to be. I reflect on that small, timid boy. I reflect on that small, skinny boy. I reflect on that boy that used to walk with his head down. I reflect on that boy that had zero self-confidence. I reflect on that boy that had so much potential, but he didn't even realize it. I reflect on that all the time, guys. And understanding and seeing people that deal with some of the same issues, I really love. Like, I'm really passionate about extending my hand out to help them. Because a lot of the times those same people have all the potential in the world, and they've done great, phenomenal things already, but they don't even see themselves in that light. And my goal and my the hill that I die on is for those same people to see themselves in a light that they've never seen themselves before, and the rightful light that they should be in. All of you are already successful, but you see yourselves in this certain light that is dimming, when you should see yourself in a shining light. That light should be shining so bright, like it's 1,000 diamonds. You know, I went from a small, frail boy to a 6'2", 220-pound solid man. So I went through the peaks and valleys of gaining weight, then gaining too much weight, then having to lose it back off, to being too afraid to eat, to where I was so nervous that if I ate a certain thing that I would gain so much weight back. I went through those peaks and valleys. I went through those extreme diet plans, those extreme fasts. I've been through all of that. And it has brought me to where I am now, to be able to help y'all and make sure that those same things do not happen to y'all again. So let me get that out the way. I had to go ahead and establish that off rip of why I'm here and what brought you here and how I can help you. I want everybody watching this video to have a life surrounded around being the most fit person in the room and the most successful in life and in business. That, like, just take a moment, like, pause the video if you need to. Take a moment and just imagine that you're the most fit person in the room, and you got the most success in your life and in business. You're the most fit person. You're making the most money. You have the most accomplishments, the most accolades. You're doing the damn thing. Like, you have so much confidence. Not to be confused with arrogance, because we always want to remain humble, but you have so much confidence. You walk around with so much confidence and self-confidence in yourself that nobody can bring you down, because you've built a foundation and you've built what you need to be the absolute best person you could possibly be. And you walk around with that every single day. Just imagine being that person, because it's already in you. It is already in you. It is so freaking simple. It is not easy. I'm not going to cast this out there like this is easy, but it's so simple to do. It's so simple to achieve. I'm still in the Air Force, and the feeling that I get when I walk into a room, knowing that I'm the most in shape person in the room, and I also know what I'm talking about, and I have former accolades to back up to know what I'm talking about. And I know that I work my absolute butt off, both in the gym and doing military duty. You can't beat that, because you know you are putting the absolute best product out there. You are being the best person you can possibly be. My passion, my purpose. I've touched on this, but I just want to reiterate it. So I'm truly, truly passionate about helping people realize that sky's the limit. I have to get out this notion to stop setting limiters on our brains, guys. You can literally do any single thing you put your mind to. Nothing is impossible. If you believe it, you can achieve it. I am a firm believer in that. I really truly believe that you are if you put your mind to it and you put your head down and you put the work in, you can achieve it. You can do anything that you want to. And the people that I've worked with, once they finally change their way of thinking and they change to see themselves, whether it be they're being in the gym, right? Quick example. They'll be in the gym. We're doing this exercise, right? And I see them do it. I see them do a certain weight 10 times. And then I'll tell them to up the weight because I'm physically seeing that they can do more. And then they'll look at me and they'll be like, why are you adding more weight? And I'll be like, I know you can do it. And they'll be like, no. I'll be like, no, I know you can do it. I literally saw you do something way easier to set before that. And then they'll put their head down. I'll be like, no, stop down yourself. You can do this. Like, you can do this. It is you versus you. You can do this. And then they go. They'll take a second. Then they'll go and they'll crush the weight. Like, they'll literally crush it, and then they'll have the genuine joy on their face, like, or that genuine surprise of like, wow, I didn't know I could do that. Or yes, you can do it. You can do anything you put your mind to. We are our own biggest critics. We are our own worst enemies. And I love getting people to realize that they can literally do anything they put their mind to. I don't have the most ordinary or the by the book methods. Some may consider it unorthodox, you know, or it's not traditional. But the reason it's not traditional is because you get life changing results through doing things that other people aren't willing to do. You get life changing results by doing the hard stuff, not the easy stuff, by the hard stuff. Because everybody's not willing to do the hard stuff, but you can do the hard stuff. You are equipped to do the hard stuff. Certain men and women to be motivated for 2 or 3 weeks, and they'll stay on track for those 2 3 weeks, and then they'll fall off. Like, they'll hit a wall and they'll fall off hard. Everybody's lifestyle is different. Everybody has different fitness goals. Everybody has different life goals. So we have to align those two things into this program to build for you, so that way you can sustain this program for the rest of your life. So the breakthrough. Once I knew that you needed to throw that by the book stuff out the window and really connect with other people and get them to realize that they can do so much more than they think that they can do, that's where I saw them started changing themselves. That's why I started to see crazy results myself when I did the same thing, when I threw the book out the window and I said that I got to break through this mental wall in order to be the best version of myself. And once I broke through it, I saw crazy results. And transition out of that, you start to see phenomenal results. Like, you start to see crazy results. Crushing their gym goals, dropping multiple pant sizes, and their mental and physical strength are improving every day. There is no longer a I can't. There is I will do this. And if, let's just say, by the chance you go into the gym, you want to do a certain way and you can't do it, cool. Now you have another goal to work for. Failure is okay. But what was not okay is not learning from that failure and applying it to make sure that you don't fail again. That is the part that's not okay. That is the part that you have to stay on track for. It's okay to fall off just a little bit. It's okay to fall, but you have to get right back up. It's okay if you don't get 1% better every single day. But that days you don't get better, you gotta, when you go to sleep and you wake up the next day, you gotta get back on it and say, no, I'm not gonna let that happen 2 days in a row or 2 times in a row. So it's not just about losing weight. It's about transforming your mind and your body alike. It's like it's like something written out of a storybook. You'll become a person that's literally like a superhero. You know, like you're unbreakable. You can't be you've been battle tested. You can't be broken. Okay, this is why I can't relate. So I got a friend, right, Drina, who I have the results like later in this presentation. The reason I can relate to y'all and I can relate to Drina and others is because I was, again, like I said earlier, I was in the same situation as y'all. I had professional success, I had academic success, but I had fitness struggles because I just couldn't stay consistent with the gym or with my diet or with both at one point. You know, I was unhappy. Like, I was unhappy looking in the mirror. Like, I didn't like what I saw. I've struggled with body dysmorphia. I've struggled not feeling confident when I look at myself in the mirror. I understand what that feel. It's a really, really crappy feeling. It's not a good feeling. Same tactics from professional settings, and I applied those to the gym. And when I connected the dots, that's what transformed my entire life. All using those same things it took for y'all to be successful in those other aspects, taking those same things and applying them to fitness and to nutrition. As what I can empathize with people of, I just don't like what's in the mirror. But here's the thing, you're already doing something about it to change that by just watching this video. You know? So you're already taking the necessary steps to change and never go back to where you were before. Okay, so there's this mental barrier, right? There is a mental barrier that we all have. Every single one of us has this barrier. When somebody first asks me to help them, I tell them this. And I'll probably reiterate the same thing whenever I get on the phone call with you guys. And I'll say this: you got to be willing to work, even when you don't want to. Like I said, this is not easy. This is not something that, it is simple, but it's not easy. This is not something you can just walk in and diddle dabble in to just to get some quick results. No, this is something that is meant to change and transform your life. It's something that is meant to take you to that next level, elevate you to that next level, and to become the person that you've always wanted to become. This is not meant to be easy. You got to be willing to work on the days you don't want to work. You got to be willing to grind on the days you don't feel like grinding. And again, all of you have already done that, because these other aspects of your life you have had to do that for. Nothing you have achieved in life to this point has been through you just messing around, taking the easy way out. It's just taking those same principles and applying them to fitness. So you have the overall arching concept of just getting past that mental barrier, getting past the I can't, getting past the I don't feel like it, getting past the it'll be there tomorrow. No, there is no tomorrow. It's only today. You have to be willing to work every single day towards your goals, even when you don't feel like it. Because guess what? Just showing up and just doing the best what you have, whether you have 100% to give, whether you have 30% to give, whether you have 1% to give. If you give in everything that you can give every single day, I can assure you, I can promise you, I can stamp it that you will see the results that you want, because it did not come easy. I had to tell myself that I got to be willing to get up and I got to be willing to go to the gym on days I don't want to go. I got to want to eat these certain things I don't want to eat, because I know that for a fact it's going to do nothing but make me better and make my health better. And in most cases, this discourages most people from doing it because they're not willing to hold themselves accountable. And if we just push past what we think we can do, we'll break through so many other barriers. So through the lock-in method, I've learned from a community of those who have held me accountable, pushed me inside the gym, and I crafted this method to be known as lock in. It's literally, you have to lock in. You have to be willing to put your head down and work. The same when you was grinding to achieve whatever you want to achieve in your personal and professional lives, you got to be willing to work. The same thing when it comes to your physical fitness. And this lock-in method creates the most unwavering self-confidence and discipline in the gym that it can be applied through any other aspect outside of our life, outside of just weightlifting. So let's say because again, all of you guys are successful already in your professional lives. So let's say that you use it, you take what you learn in professional life, you apply it to fitness. You become an animal, a monster in the gym, right? And any other aspects that you're struggling in your life with, you've learned it with professional. You learned it in your professional career. You've learned it in fitness. You take the two, you combine them, and you apply that same thing to the other areas, your other problem areas in your life, and you'll start to see everything just improve through using this method. All right, so get ready. Here's the cold, hard truth and the real tools I'll be giving you guys that will help you actually become consistent and self-disciplined around fitness. I'm going to literally make this a step-by-step system where I institute a crawl, walk, run method that you can follow, and you build confidence along the way. Get your feet held to the fire by me and by the community around you to stay accountable and to become the person that you want to be. especially on the days where you don't want to do it. It is my job and my duty to make sure that you are doing it even when you don't want to. But I can coach, I can motivate, but you still, at the end of the day, you have to have that unwavering resolve that this is going to be the time where I transform my entire life. There is no more, I'm too busy. There is no more, I'm afraid I can't do it. There is no more, I can't. This is the time to transform. This is the time to be the person you've always wanted to be. This transformation for you can happen in 6 months or less, in 180 days or less. You can completely flip your state, flip the mindset you used to have, and become a complete animal, and just become a person of the utmost self-confidence and the utmost discipline and utmost consistency within the gym and within life. The truth of the matter is, it is not easy, but it is simple. Anybody can do this. Anybody can do this because you already possess, everybody watches already possesses the values to do this. It's just about taking those values and applying them to fitness and nutrition. That's it. All right, so pay close attention to this entire section I'm about to go over, because the lock-in method, again, it took me 11 years, guys. I condensed this down into 6 months, and it's broken up in between two phases. Phase 1 is the brick by brick method, and phase 2 is animal creation. They're each broken up into 4 parts. So the core components for both of them are training, nutrition, recovery, and mentality. So phase 1, brick by brick. We are literally taking those first 3 months and we are building you up brick by brick. This is where we established the crawl walk method. We're not running yet. We're just crawling and we're walking. This is where we begin. This is where you start your gym journey. Now the workouts are the first couple workouts, they're just meant to get your body adapted and acclimated to go into the gym every day, or going to the gym 4 to 5 times a week. This is meant to start building your confidence to get you to understand that, yes, you can do this. You can do this. You can go to the gym 4 or 5 times a week. You can do this consistently. You can do consistent cardio. You can do consistent nutrition planning. You can do this. This is building your confidence and the foundations to know that you can do this. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. We're not starting with a sprint. We're just slow and steady. Slow and steady. Phase 2 is animal creation. The nutrition is not going to change throughout the duration. The only thing that's going to change is the amount of calories you intake, because in phase 2 you're going to be burning more calories than you will in phase 1. But the essence around it of the nutrition is not going to change. So because in phase 1 we give you a baseline of fitness as well as nutrition, and you're developing your recovery habits. I want to circle back a little bit, such as getting 6-7 hours of sleep. This is where a night, guys, that's really important, is to get good sleep. Please, please, please. If you don't take nothing else, the biggest part of recovery you can do massage guns, you can do Epsom salt baths, you can do ice tubs or ice cold plunges, you can do saunas. But if you're not getting the proper rest every night, 6 to 7 hours every single night, then you're killing your gains, you're killing your progress, you're killing everything. You're not getting that proper amount of sleep. But you learn all these things in phase 1, right? By the time you got to phase 2, you already know all these things. You've already been doing these same things for 3 months. This is where you prove to yourself that you are going to become that animal you've always wanted to be. This is going to be harder than it was in phase 1, but I'm built for this. I've worked my butt off for these first 3 months. And these next 3, I'm going to kill it. It doesn't matter how hard these workouts get. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to spend the next 3 months completely transforming, being the person I've always wanted to be. Now, the fitness level is going to look different for everybody, right? People are going to progress faster than some other people will. End of phase 1, that's when we're going to hop on another one-on-one meeting. And that's when we're going to go back to the nutrition plan, go back to the workout plan, and we're going to retailor that workout plan for the next 3 months. And it's going to look different from every different person. The same way the first 2 months look different, it's the same way the second 3 months is going to look different for each person. It's tailored towards your physical activity, to your physical fitness levels and your activity levels and your schedules. And keep in mind, This is not going to be the only one-on-one call that we have throughout the duration of these 6 months. Let's not get that twisted. There will be calls. You will be able to set up at least one-on-one with me a week. The platform that this training program is based off of, you'll still be able to message me throughout the week at any time. You'll have each other too. Like you're building a community to help hold each other accountable. I'm going to hold you accountable, but you also have other people in your shoes to also hold you accountable. And because the end game is, at the end of the day, the goal is for all of y'all to achieve everything that you wanted. So yes, you can book one-on-one calls with me every week, or you can schedule one-on-ones with me every week if you need it. I'm completely fine with it. I'm also going to be checking in on you guys at least a couple times a week, 2 to 3 times a week, at least. Because I really want to make sure that y'all I really want to make sure that y'all are following your nutrition plan, y'all following the workout plan, y'all are staying level headed, and on the day, especially on the days where y'all aren't feeling it, please contact me, please. Because I get it. I've been there. I've been in those dark spaces. I've been in those dark times where it's like it feels like it's not getting no better. Like I'm not making no progress. I'm not moving. I've been there. Trust me, I've been there. There's times where I still am. So it's important that y'all, if y'all are feeling it, that y'all tell me so I can help y'all. It's important that y'all are vulnerable enough to express that to the community too, so y'all can help each other. Because I'm pretty sure if you're feeling like this, I'm pretty sure I'm almost 99, almost 100% sure that another person's also feeling like this. So it's important that we are transparent and vulnerable enough to acknowledge when we're at our lows. The same way we're going to be so freaking happy for you when you're at your highs. Build my confidence. Have my gym community hold me accountable for what I ate and how I train. This enabled my mentality shift to realize that this is a lifestyle that should be always a constant for me. It's not just me following a diet plan, not just me going to the gym 5 days a week. This is a lifestyle revolved around making me a better person and continuing to make myself better. And that shift in mindset is the same thing that you all will develop with this method. I've been hammering on this through this entire video. Everyone watching this already has these characteristics, already has these components in them. They just need to apply y'all just need to apply these same components in fitness. That's all it is, just incorporating those same self-disciplines you did to be successful in your personal and professional life and taking that and applying that to fitness. Other methods I've tried are unsustainable and they're not built to execute consistently. So this is how I optimized it for myself and being able to maintain it every day. Left, this is Drina. Drina was overweight. She used to be an athlete, but social life, she was very, very successful professionally. But through social life and other life factors, it made her fall out of shape. Through my methods, she completely locked in and transformed her entire body into a crazy transformation within 6 months. And I'm truly, truly proud of her for how far she has come within these 6 months. Then on the right, we have Jackie. I brought up the story earlier about how she will she'd be in the gym and I'd be like, you're gonna do this, you're gonna go up and weight. And then she would look at me and be like, I can't do that. And as I would tell her, you can do this. You're gonna do it because I know you can do this. She had so much self-doubt in herself. And now I still train with her. I still train with her today. And it makes me proud how when I tell her to add the weight and really now I don't have to tell her to go up. She just goes up. And that gives me more motivation for me to keep going up too. I love seeing people transform. I love seeing people just realize they can become the person they've always wanted to be. And the gym is a direct correlation of that. It elevates you so, even with all our already being successful in y'all professional lives, and y'all whether it be y'all businesses or y'all personal lives as a mom, dad, father, mother. I'm sorry, as a mom, dad, husband, wife. It just fitness just takes it to a whole different level. It just takes it to just the level of like you look at yourself in a different light. You look at yourself in a different light when you see yourself in the mirror. And other people look at you in a different light when they see you walk into a room because they know you take care of yourself. They know you can show up and do something over and over again, even though it's hard. And no matter whatever life throws at you, whatever the job throws at you, whatever anybody throws at you, you're going to keep showing up and you're going to keep getting after it. That's the mentality that y'all will get within these lock-in method for these 6 months. This is how it will help y'all transform. you will gain self-confidence. You will gain discipline. You will gain accountability. You will gain consistency because you already have it. We're just taking what you already have and we're applying it in a different aspect of your life that is going to do nothing but elevate you even more. All right, guys, that's it, man. That is the lock-in method, man. Again, made up into 2 phases, both brick by brick phase and the animal creation phase. You book a call using the link in the description. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I appreciate y'all so much. Let's lock in.